Destiny, Destiny was freaked out, or should I say terrified at what she saw. I don't know which is more appropriate to describe how she reacted when she saw the blood stain on my bed, but man, this girl was literally screaming on top of her voice, and I was trying to calm her down, saying that it's not a big deal, that's just a heavy flow, and she was like, no, this is beyond menstruation, we need to take you to the health center. And in my mind, I'm like, no way, if I'm taken to the health center, then everybody will know my secret now, it will be out in the open. But tomorrow, the pain I felt was getting worse, and I started crying. And Destiny was still worried, and she kept insisting that we go to the health center. And I thought to myself that if I didn't get medical help soon, I might die. So I was like, okay, let's go. But I don't like the idea of this health center. Let's look for nearest hospital outside campus. And Destiny was like, okay. Then she picked up her phone and called the cab driver, because we had this cab service in school. So Destiny called the cab driver, and while waiting for the driver, I was blanking out. I could still see, but I could barely hear anymore. So some minutes later, there was a knock on the door. I was expecting to see the cab guy, but as Destiny opened the door, I saw Brother Kennedy. Oh, my heart sank. I suddenly became so weak. And because I was too weak to move, Brother Ken and Destiny helped me to the cab. So on getting to the hospital, I could hear the doctor telling them that I had an incomplete abortion. The look on Destiny and Brother Kennedy's faces was indescribable. God, I was so embarrassed. So after that, now Destiny went to fill some forms, and I was left with Brother Kennedy, and he sat opposite me at the hospital ward, and he just kept looking at me. Brother Kennedy and I locked eyes for what felt like forever, and that was the first time I ever looked at him in the face for over a minute, and I saw a genuine soul. And he was like, who did this to you? I would never have done this to you. So at that point, Destiny walked in, and she talked to Brother Kennedy about the hospital bill, and he gave her his ATM card and his PIN, and she left. As Destiny left, Brother Ken came closer to me and held my hands. I started crying and started praying. So later, when Destiny came back, she joined in the prayer, and some minutes later, the doctor and the nurses came in and took me to the theater to take out what was still left of the aborted baby. And this time around, the pain, the physical pain, didn't bother me. The pain of losing both Papa and Brother Kennedy hurt more. So after everything now, I was taken to one of the rooms in the hospital where I spent the night. Brother Ken and Destiny had left earlier. So I woke up around 3 a.m. and thank God my phone was kept beside me. So I tried calling Papa again, but his lines were switched off. So I waited till around 6 a.m. to call his neighbor, the one I was acquainted with. So I called him, and he told me that Papa hadn't returned to his house the night before. So I thanked him and ended the call. So minutes later, I heard a knock on the door, and I thought it was Destiny bringing me food. I was instantly happy, because I hadn't eaten for in the last 24 hours. But as the door opened, I saw Brother Kennedy with a nylon bag. He was smiling and showing his scattered dentition. But his appearance didn't matter much to me anymore, since I was seeing more of who he was on the inside. So I greeted him, and he was like, he spoke to his mom last night about me. His mom was a retired nurse, and he asked her how she could help me, and she told him to make me a hot and light bath. So that's why he came that morning. So as Brother Kennedy was pouring the pap into the mug for me, I was wondering maybe if Destiny was in the picture, I would have given Brother Kennedy another chance. But what I didn't know was whether he would want to be with me after aborting a baby. So while in my thoughts, I heard Brother Kennedy say to me that he understands that this was a mistake, that he knows I was probably raped and I needed a way out. He looked at me straight in the eyes, like searching for answers. Just then, the idea of claiming I was raped crossed my mind. I'm like, okay, I could actually use this. I could lie and say that I was raped and I chose to have an abortion out of fear. I mean, my secrets will be safe with me and everybody will be fine. And just maybe I could win back Brother Kennedy, because I could see he still cared about me deep down.